So I'm creating this resource. Originally, it was state, emotion, sensation, and now it is. I haven't even memorized it yet, but it's state, impulse, state, sensation, impulse, cognition, something. I haven't even memorized it all. So I'm laying out how all these affect or come from your polyvagal state and what these could look like in different domains. And I'd asked the group, hey, what words would you add or take away? What would you change? I got some really good feedback from everybody, from people that participated. And Reese had brought up rage. To Reese was associated with anger or fight. Reese said they associated with rage with anger, and I was like, no, that's, and I wasn't combative about it, but I was like, no, you're wrong. That's about that's freeze. And so I want to address that real quick. I think it's a really important distinction. And Peter Levine, in particular, somatic experiencing, he uses rage a lot when it comes to the shock trauma, the stuck shock trauma, which is freeze. So for him, and the way I understand it, there definitely is like a freeze and rage connection. And the way he describes it that makes sense to me is when we have this stuck freeze. Yeah, I'm slowing down here. This could be about it. When we have this stuck freeze, that can be a panic or a rage. The way I conceptualize it, the way I've noticed within myself and my clients, is panic is this like it's flight plus shutdown. So you're immobilized, but really anxious, like so anxious that you're frozen, you're immobile, you're paralyzed. Rage, I think, is anger or fight along with immobilization. Now, rage is not immobile though, and rage is very mobile, right? But it's not exactly anger. It's kind of like this next level, right? So the way I conceptualize rage is it's this frozen fight state, we'll say. So that's like a freeze could be more of a flavor of flight or fight. So rage would be more of a frozen fight. Sorry if I said that wrong. So rage would be more like this frozen fight state within you. And then it explodes into rage. So rage, I think, is this explosion. And that's how I understand it from Peter Levine, is an explosion of frozen fight energy. So it comes from fight, that's absolutely involved, but there's this immobility and it's like stuck inside of you, and it's like bam.
I love
that. Makes so much sense.
I love that.
Okay.
That is exactly, so you have the ladder, safe and social, flight, fight, shutdown. Under flight, fight, you have immobilized, free, you have a mobilized flight and immobilized fight. One is rage and one is panic. That's so brilliant. Simple.
That's how I conceptualize it based on just the learnings I've been doing and whatnot in my own.
I love it.
Yeah, you get the idea. Okay. Yeah, so I would say that sympathetic is flight or fight. And though they're both sympathetic, but they both have very unique experiences, feelings, cognitions, I would say. I think they're very unique, but they're both sympathetic. So when you combine sympathetic with shutdown, which is immobile, well, to me, it's what flavor of sympathetic are we talking about? Is it sympathetic flight or sympathetic fight combined with the immobility? And then what does that look like? Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So Reese, does that?
Okay,
we're on the same page. Yeah. So in my sheet, unless someone has a compelling argument, I'm going to keep it that way, and hopefully that'll be coming out soon for everybody to kind of name and help track feelings and states and whatnot. Hey, thank you for watching this clip from one of my open office hours. This is something that I do once a month for people who've signed up for one of my courses. If you're interested in joining a course and joining me on the next open office hour, go to my website. It is justinlmft.com. This and other content I create is not therapy, not intended to be therapy or be a replacement for therapy. Nothing in this creates or indicates a therapeutic relationship. Please consult with your therapist or seek for one in your area if you are experiencing mental health symptoms. Nothing should be understood to be specific life advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only.